Good Monday morning, and welcome to Drive Time, the best, worst show ever. Good morning, Hot Rod, Twins Dynasty. Fuquay, good morning to you. Cody Fowler, good morning. Mark the Shark on the ones and twos. Good morning to you, Shark, and good morning, Kenwood.
Good morning, DJ.
Birthday boy just came in, Timmy Wiggins.
Hey, happy birthday, Timmy. Good morning to you. Birthday! There you go. Good morning to you as well.
Are we on a train car?
We are in a carriage.
Oh, okay.
How about that? Is that not crazy? I mean, man, that's a fine carriage.
Yeah, it is.
Tell you what, I don't think Cinderella rode nothing that nice, did she?
It's pretty sporty.
That's pretty good. Fuquay, good morning. Kristen Kennedy, good morning. Chevy Ann, good morning to you. I'll just say this. I've said it before. There she is, Billie Jean. Good morning. In the immortal words of DJ, there's no such thing as production in a box.
You better know what you're doing over there if you want to go hot on the regs.
I mean, things just change too much.
I did my part. I stayed out of the way.
Yeah. He said, wear the zip ties and leave them as far away as you can get them from
I
me.
just sit right here.
That's what I did.
Sit tight.
Yeah. Good morning, Wiener. Kimberly Williams in. Girls 87. Sherry Weaver, good morning to you. How was your weekend, DJ?
It was hot. It's gonna be hotter today, I believe. I think they're saying heat index is up to 108 today.
I'm gonna tell you what.
With a load of humidity.
Yeah, and tell you one thing, if you're gonna be out in that, you better be prepared.
Guess whose AC went out last night?
Don't yours.
Yeah. As soon as we get off, I'll be calling my man Joey.
Call JC?
Yeah.
Did he is this something you've been dealing with, or is this
I had it fixed, a couple of weeks ago.
That's what I thought.
Replaced the coil. Something has gone awry.
Well, guess what? At this point, I would think that no matter what the estate has to part with, it's going to have to part with it to fix, to remedy that problem.
Yes, and the good news is I'll be out of town for most of the week, so if they can get me taken care of by the end of the week, I should be good.
That's right. You about to embark on a second sandbar for a few days, aren't you?
A little vacay.
Much needed?
Yeah, probably. Need some fam time, yeah.
Well, that'd be good. That'll be good. It is, and I'm asking only because I know I've heard you say this about Stokes a bunch of times. Is Stokes the same way with fish as he is with deer?
No.
Not at all.
No.
So his forte is deer.
Yes.
He's not good with whispering to the fish.
He likes them like I do at Beauchamp's.
All I know is too much work. Huh?
Tell you what, we can spend $600 and go catch a fish, or we can go down to the restaurant and spend $50 and eat one.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
Yeah, that's
in air condition.
Yeah. Morning there, Chief, and Chief had a long night.
Morning, Chief.
I think they had had a bad wreck down around maybe Barradale.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah, and I think another bad thing. A couple people got in an argument, and somebody may have ended up not doing well.
Uh-oh.
So, be safe out there, Chief.
Definitely.
For sure. Morning, Miss Carol.
Morning, Miss Carol.
Good morning, Miss Mary Blair. You be blessed as well. Have a great day. Yeah. How about Mark the Shark back there though on the carriage going by?
Yeah, I see it.
Is that crazy?
Yeah.
It's kind of wild. I like it. It's different for sure. It's crazy though. Stay alert, stay alive. Or as DJ says, keep your head on a swivel. Listen, if I was to take and make that a T-shirt, would you need some sort of participation in that, or would you be okay with it? Just to know that you made it up.
I'd be okay with it. I'm not sure if I made it up, but it's definitely sound advice.
It's great advice, and I
Yeah.
can't imagine how that wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
That's a great motivator.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Keep your head on a swivel. And that just applies to so much stuff, does it not?
Oh, yeah. You can use it every day.
I mean, it really does. So, anyhow, you want to let us in on any of the big plans for the second sandbar? Are you going to chill or?
It's going to be mostly chill, of course. You know, when your children are 24 and 15, it's hard to get them corralled at the same time and same place. So it's going to be a week's worth of stay, coming and going. I think that I'll have them both there at least for 36 hours. But other than that, it'll be.
Now, go ahead and prepare me, because I'm told that the older they get, the least amount of time that you seem to be able to, what do you call, wrangle them up?
Well, my experience has been the teenage years is when it's hard to get them.
That's what I mean.
Stokes is looking forward to spending some time with his old man, and Lindsay is too. It's just their schedules are just so crazy.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Now, Stokes out of them teenage years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, no, you know, and what you're talking about, it's funny.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but David Cole has a birthday. Good morning, David.
There
Happy
you go.
birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday there, David. And, you know, what you're saying is true. You're talking about schedules. You know, I've told you that story before about me standing in line at Walmart, but, you know, everybody's in a hurry. I mean, have you noticed that in places that your travel corridor, if you were to gauge 5 years ago versus now, would you say that people have gotten in that much more of a big hurry over the last 5 years?
It definitely seems rush, and it's interesting that you're bringing that up. Good morning, Miss Evelyn.
Good morning, Miss Evelyn.
Got my church on yesterday morning, and
Morning, D-Top.
pastor preached on patience.
Good morning, Miss Diane. Neighbor in. Morning, Christina Green. Happy birthday. Sorry about interrupting you. Go ahead, DJ.
I said I got my church on yesterday morning, and pastor preached on patience.
Really?
Not only with others, but with yourself as well. It was a good message, and it kind of falls in line with what you just inquired about. People hurry, go, and yeah, it seems to be the drill.
Well, you know, sometime, like you were kind of talking about, sometime when it's hard to get everybody's schedule to line up, have you ever found yourself where you just stood up and said, hey, listen here, everybody's schedule's clean from this time to this time. We all need to be able to come together a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Stokes is grown. He has a job, so I can't throw down the mandate with him anymore.
But you know what? I don't mean that necessarily that. I'm talking about like just for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like if Dad wants to see somebody for 30 minutes, do you have a problem with that? I mean, can you typically get 30 minutes here or there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking for myself because I'm going to tell you, I've seen it with mine. Mine got to where she don't need Daddy near as much as she used to. So I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah.
You know, is that something I need to be concerned about, or does it come back?
It hadn't come back yet.
That's what my mother told me. That's what I'm worried about. I think Whitney was rough like that. Miss Janie, neighbor, good morning. Like the carriage. I know it's awesome. I don't know, and I hadn't been able to really tell, but I don't know what this cost us to rent this thing. But I'll tell you right now, it looks expensive.
It's nice.
Yeah. D-Top, you want to see in a hurry, travel Highway 29 I-10 corridor between 7:30 and 8:30. Oh, man. Happy birthday to David Cole. Oh, I'm sorry, Christina. Happy birthday, David Cole, from Christina. Let's see. Almost time to rock hard, DJ. You going to be back for the Velcro Pygmies. I don't. When are they playing around here somewhere?
It might be down on the coast. I don't know.
Maybe. I listen. I don't know about your feed, what you see, but if I do happen to get on the phone version of Facebook, my feeds eat up with stuff I don't typically look at. I don't know why. I've went in there and changed all that mess a bunch, but look, I'm telling you, that stuff changes it changes like everything else does. So, anyhow, so let's see here. What does it say, Miss Carol? The great paradox of being a parent is your job is to teach children to be independent and then seeing them become independent. Well, that's true. I can tell you this. Whitney James was that way. And she didn't mind it, for sure. I'll definitely say Jesse James is that way. You're right, though, D-Tom, about travel corridors. On that I-10, I-10 anytime's rough, but especially 7:30 to 8:30 or, 4:30 to 6.
Be on I-85 at 11 o'clock at night after you had a team 4th and 31, and they run the old gravedigger. If you want to see what In a Hurry is about got killed out there that night, and I was just trying to go home.
What did you tell me? I'll never forget this. You said, well, if never getting under 81 miles an hour speeding, then I guess I was.
It was. I'm just telling you, man. I was yelling that night. I was so mad. Like, slow down. When you get to Montgomery in 28 minutes from Auburn, you driving too fast.
Yeah, you was white knuckled up, wasn't you?
And I was in the slow lane.
You wasn't in the carpool.
No.
Well, you never know, Timmy. Never know. But yeah. Say that'll change things when 4th and 30.
It was just 4th and 31.
4th and 31. I mean, everything was going so good.
Just 4th and 31. Everybody has to play for that.
I mean, anybody can defend that. You know what that reminded me of? I got to tell you, because it has ever since. It reminded me of the Walker kid that jumped up and caught the ball in Pike County one-handed.
Yep.
Did it not?
Yeah.
I mean, that was it, wasn't it?
That was a great catch.
That was a great catch, but I'm saying that was it. Yeah. I mean, that was the end of the game. I mean, it was over, and same thing with that. I mean, you talk about the air getting let out of you. Whew.
You just don't know.
Man, but I'm going to tell you, that was a tough one in Pike County.
Yeah.
Because, that Miller football team was tough.
Yes, they were.
I mean, they were tough. Now, they went up against two guys that both went to D1 schools, too.
That's right.
That quarterback and Walker both, but Walker went to Alabama and the quarterback went to Vanderbilt, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. So, can't take nothing away from that.
Nope.
D-Tom, I can see David power sliding around the I-85, I-65 curve. How fast do you like to take that curve?
Not fast.
I'm going to tell you, that thing unnerves me.
Yeah.
It does. Good morning, Chef Adam.
Chef Adam and them had a nice setup over the weekend for Tony Burnham's daughter's wedding. It was beautiful at the Hourglass. I didn't get to stay real long. I wasn't feeling too good Saturday, but Mary Michael, of course, looked beautiful. Tony cleaned up pretty good. And Chef Adam and Larry had a nice spread set up.
Well, congratulations to Mary Michael and Tony and the better Tony.
Yep.
And the whole family. And sounds like Chef Adam and them had another nice little spread there.
I was standing there with Tim Pettis in the room. This is just me, but the Hourglass, the venue itself, it reminds me of the dancing room from the original Footloose. Hardwood floors and kind of looks like a warehouse kind of deal.
It does.
And I about broke out. I mean, I was just saying, if I hadn't had a headache, I probably would have. But I just kept wanting to.
Did they have a band? Did they have a DJ?
Had a DJ. I'm sorry. Matthew Morgan played initially, and then there was kind of a mix of him playing and
Matty Mobo.
Yeah.
All right. Chef Adam said he was slinging some drinks. All right. Morning, Earl Crook. Ace. Good morning, sir. So sounded like that was a big time.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get to stay real long. Like I said, wasn't feeling great, but it was nice.
No, listen, I may not. If I shouldn't ask this question, just tell me. Had you had a long night before, or
No.
just woke up feeling puny?
Yeah, just wasn't feeling great.
Yeah. Let's see. So I want to tell you about a crazy thing that happened to me, and I'm going to tell you this. You would not believe this. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't have somebody that could back it up. But Mark the Shark was with me every step of the way through this, and it's one of the craziest things I've had happen to me in a very long time. So I guess it's been, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Mark?
All right.
Yeah. So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I ordered a new MacBook from Apple. And I'd held off on ordering one for a while because I know I need to get Mark one, but I held off because anytime they announce these new models, there's always like a lull. And if you order in that lull, you seem to kind of get lost in the shuffle. Okay. So, but I'd gotten some emails back and forth from them that said, nah, it wasn't going to be like that this time, so everything was fine. So I went ahead and ordered one. Well, about a week later, I got 2 of the little accessories that came with it. They came fine. And then I got a notification from UPS that said it was en route and, giving me all the places it was stopping in. And well, finally it gets to Evergreen. It's out for delivery. And all of a sudden, I get a notification from UPS that says that the shipper has asked that the package be intercepted and a new address has been added. At the shipper's request. Not me, shipper. So I didn't think anything about it because I know sometimes with customs and all that kind of stuff, sometimes those packages that come like that, they'll do and throw them around different places. I didn't think anything about it. Well, then next day, I get a thing that shows it was delivered, and I get a blurry picture of this package delivered to an Ozark, Alabama address. Now, why Ozark? I have no idea. I've never even put an address anywhere close to that. So I'm having to go through all that to get, because Mark will tell you, if I don't go through all that, it won't make sense. So at this time, I realize, okay, something's happened at the shipper level. I don't know. So I call Apple. I tell Apple what's going on. Well, they start the process of replacing it and all that kind of stuff. I said, great, not a problem. I got the other 2 things. It was not a problem. Apple's great to deal with. Fantastic. Customer service, fantastic. So in the meantime, was it Friday morning, Mark? Or Thursday morning? Thursday
right?
morning, I wake up to a text message that says, from a 334 number, that says, if this is Ken James, I may have a package for you. Okay, I immediately go into thinking, okay, this is a scam. You know what I mean? What would you have thought? I mean, you get something like on a text message now. I mean, you're like, wait a minute, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there thinking this is a scam. Well, next thing I know, I texted back. I said, well, this is Ken James. They said, well, listen, if you can identify what's in this package, we have a package of yours. And all I said back was, it's a package from Apple. And they immediately, probably 30 minutes called and said, hey, if you want to come over, we'll meet you at the parking lot of Walmart, whatever, and give it to you. Long story short, went over to Ozark Friday, got the laptop that was originally meant to come here. And now today, I've got to call Apple and tell them, y'all got to stop this shipment. But they told me, this is straight from Apple. This didn't happen at the Apple level. This happened at the shipper level. And they told me this happens a lot, where people are taking packages, diverting them to other addresses, and have people sitting on porch pirates to go snatch them up. And that's what Apple said they thought could possibly been going on here. So now I've got to get this other one. They sent it with a different shipper. I got to get this other one in my hand and turn around and
send it back.
Yeah, whatever they want me to do.
Yeah.
With it. So, but anyway, I'm telling you this. I'm saying all that to say this. There are still honest people in this world.
That's good.
And those people were very honest about that. And I'm going to tell you, I approached it the whole time like it was a scam. So, I mean, what would you have done? I mean, hell, I was for sure it was a scam.
Well, I'm too oblivious to most of it here recently when I had the issue with my rowback shirts. It just so happened that I'm getting a separate email from the USPS with their logo, their stamp on it, the whole 9 yards, and they're telling me they've tried to deliver and that I couldn't, they were unable to, but for a small fee, they will try again.
The U.S. Postal Service?
Yeah.
For a small fee?
Yeah. So
wow.
I break out the debit card and I start giving them the information to the estate.
Wait a minute. No, you didn't.
I tried 4 times and it wouldn't take it. There was a safeguard, thank God, associated with my card that would not allow it to send. So I stormed down to the post office and said, look, I've tried to pay 4 different times to get my package. And she said, sir, USPS doesn't do that. And I said, okay. I'm trying to walk out. And I said, here I am just typing in my freaking numbers just as quick as I can get them typed in. All of it. But thank God for the safeguard that I guess the bank had in place with my card that wouldn't let it send. Because it said unable to whatever.
Thank God.
And I'm sitting there, how did I get out there? And it just hits me like a ton of bricks in the face how stupid I am. That I'd locked in on these freaking rowback shirts, had to have them, and they weren't even connected. It was just a coincidence.
Sure.
That
you just got spammed.
That it was going on. And I'm sitting here thinking, David, you're just going to have a hard time surviving in this world if you don't have any more savvy than that.
You got to get a little more tech savvy. Is that what you're saying?
It's just stupid. I mean, really, it's just. I mean, you talk about a pigeon. I just felt like the biggest sucker in the world. But thankfully, as far as I know, and I've checked the estate daily, there hasn't been anything screwy going on there, so I think I'm good. But I just can't believe I was that stupid. I mean, I meant they were going to have my information. It won't take. Okay, maybe I typed it in wrong. Boom, 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 boom.
What's crazy is, though, what the very first thing you said, which was the U.S. Postal Service, for a small fee, would try again.
Yeah.
Well, they've already been paid that fee to try.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole point of the Postal Service.
Just
winning.
Stupidity on my part. I mean, just you can't get any dumber than that. And
no, that's old school right there, Mark.
You just can't get any dumber than that.
Look, I want to say, look who has joined us. Monica Williams Graydon.
One of the girls of 87.
Absolutely. Good morning, Monica.
Good morning, Monica.
Haven't been on quite a while. Time to catch up with the Bruton folks. Miss Gail, good morning to you. Johnny Sims, good morning. D-Top said they were asking for a Bitcoin payment. King Kane, good morning. Thought we discussed T's last week, DJ. Compete, and head on a swivel.
Oh, man, I'd gotten so obsessed with those shirts not being in.
Quay said process it.
Yeah. Hey.
Temple, good morning. A lot of tech scams happen on a weekend, so you can't go to the bank until Monday to stop the charges. I'll tell you this. I mean, like I said, they never asked me for anything other than, I mean, they gave me my name, and they never asked me for any personal information other than could I identify what was in that package. And I didn't tell them exactly what it was. I just told them it was a package from Apple, and that's when they said, yep, that's exactly what it is. So I'm just telling you, my faith in humanity was somewhat...
yeah, that's a feel-good story.
Yeah, it actually made me feel pretty good. So, good morning, Miss Ann. He wanted to tell the post office clerk to, you shut up.
She was very kind. She did look at me like I was a fool. Like, what?
Wait. So wait a minute. I must have missed that part. So you went to the post office.
Oh, yeah.
And tried to pay them too?
Yeah. I said, for whatever reason, y'all won't take my money.
Wait.
I said, I've tried 4 times. I said, now I've been inconvenienced by having to drive down here. I said,
Did you go on the snapper?
I said, do you want me just to, script out my numbers and leave them here with you, keep on file?
Did you go on the cricket?
Oh, no, sir.
Listen.
No, sir.
So you went to the post office.
Yes.
And you telling me that they swiped your card another 3 times?
No.
Oh, you had put your information in, it wouldn't take it.
Yeah, I put it in 4 times. And
Yeah.
It wouldn't take it. And I came down and I just, what's the deal? So I'm trying to pay you people to get my package.
So they help to educate you.
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, I got it. I was a little bit confused only because did you really did you think that by going to the post office that would expedite that matter to get them there that much faster?
Yes.
I
thought possibly I could pick them up at the post office. I said, I'll pay your service fee. Give it to me.
But after reading the email, it had nothing to do with those shirts.
Nothing. I mean, no, they were not one of the same. It was just a coincidence.
Yeah. Let's see. Earl says, my debit card got hacked somehow, and someone in New Jersey ordered them a phone. I called the company and had them stop the shipment to New Jersey and got credited back. Keith Island. Good morning, Keith.
Morning, teammate.
Let me tell you why I don't use a debit card. I tell you why I use a credit card for everything and pay it at the end of the month. Because every dollar you spend on a credit card is covered 100% by that credit card company. They have to. So if somebody does you that way. Only problem with a debit card, you got a cutoff on that thing, or most of them do daily cutoffs. But if they are somehow able to get past that, they can wipe you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like your estate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you get tore up on something like that. So let's see. Sherry says, Mama's debit card from Harvesters gets hacked once a month. Well, it's all that stuff. I mean, I hate to say it, but if you want to go find it, you get on that dark web, it's all there. I mean, it just is. So it's not hard to run down for sure. Let's see. I had something I was going to ask you about.
I told you last week I've gotten real big into Dateline, watching these bizarre murder cases.
Yes.
And the ones I've watched always have closure. They end up finding the person, but the journey to find that person is oftentimes bizarre. How they're able to piece evidence together and it comes about. Well, one of them that I was watching last night, there was a girl, or a lady that was, I'll say she was 50. Her elderly mother, she was 75-ish, was murdered one night. And the daughter, who was not, and she self-proclaimed it, was not an overly loving person. I mean, she loved her mother, but she didn't always show it. Like, she was not a hugger, wasn't go have tea. She was, she was a hardened woman, for no apparent reason. It was just her personality, her makeup. Anyway, when she shows up at her mother's house, which I think she had a scheduled visit, she showed up. Her mother had very recently been killed, and she had a knife in her throat. So when the girl showed up, the daughter showed up, the first thing she did, was kind of freak out, but kind of kept it together. She pulled the knife out of her mother's throat. So what does that do? It puts her fingerprints on it.
Yep.
And I'm saying all that to say this. She did what I think a lot of us would have. If I walk up and I saw something that was hurting my mother, I would try to stop what is hurting my mother.
Immediately.
But it was so random how this happened. I mean, this was just a kind old lady that didn't have an apparent beef with anybody. So I'm saying all that to say this. For the first month, she was the primary suspect, the daughter. And it showed some of the interrogations. It showed some of the questions. I mean, they put her through the ringer, which I'm not, her DNA was at the crime scene. Blood was there.
Sure.
It
looked bad.
It looked bad.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking about, and then it showed at the end when they ended up finding the person that did do it, and the daughter was not bitter about it. Like it certainly played a part in the mourning process. She had to delay that because she was trying to clear herself, number one. But we talk about patience. I mean, she held up better than I would have under light circumstances. She did not fly off the handle like, wait a minute, you think I did this? I mean, it was just a bizarre deal.
I think I've seen that. Was that one of the newer ones, or was that one of the classics?
This is one of the older ones.
Yeah.
This is actually the second time I'd seen it, but the story was so
compelling,
amazing that I chose to watch it again.
I'll tell you this. You can really go like on Spot. I don't know what you listen to podcasts, Apple, whatever, but you can pull up that Dateline.
Yeah.
And you just let them go.
Yeah.
And there, I'm saying you can get like lost.
Yeah.
In those stories because they do them so well. I mean, and like you say, there's always for the most part, I have heard a few over the years that were not cliffhangers, but they didn't necessarily have an ending to yet. But for the most of them, you do get that satisfaction of getting it, an ending. I'm going to tell you this now, at True Crime podcasts are off the hook. You need to check out Up and Vanished. Yeah, I mean, if you like Dateline, because this will remind you of that, except it's about a 6, 7, 8, 10 episode podcast, but it's just like that. It's done like that. So let's see. Miss Carol said that my credit card was hacked once, and someone in California bought $700 worth of chicken. Chicken's got expensive, that's for sure. D. Thompson, if they hacked my debit card, they could get $1 and a pack of envelopes. 50 cents in a jawbreaker?
Process it.
You know what you get for a slip and a fall in the stove, man? Yeah, so we had to run the show a little different today than what we usually do. Hot. So that's what it is. It's kind of an older way we do it, and they don't even have that stuff available anymore. It shows, but it's not. Oh yeah, listen, Chevy Ann. It's a fun fact. One of the sales guys from the Mariana store was on 48 Hours, and this is all true. His girlfriend was in a murder mystery. She was married and had moved to Mariana and talked her boyfriend into ganging up with her to murder her husband. Keith was dating her the whole time she was murdering her husband.
Wow.
And then she took her dead husband to a farm and burned him.
Good grief.
Yeah. So, and I know Keith. That's the only reason I'm telling you that happened, because he's told me that story. I said, Keith, let me ask you a question. Were you, after finding that out, please tell me you didn't have much to do with her much anymore. And I think that he kind of knew what was going on there at the end, but only because the police had come to him. Now, Chevy Ann can correct me, but I think that's correct. All I know is this. That's nuts.
Yeah.
It is. Good morning there, Ronnie Mac.
Morning, pal.
Good Monday morning, as a matter of fact. But yeah, that was wild. It was me and Hal, I think, last week talking about all those car dealers getting hacked with CDK. 15,000 auto dealers across North America were hacked last week, and they've been down. What this says is they hope to get back up this week. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've said it. I'm telling you. Let's see here. What else is on here? I was trying to think. I had something else I was going to tell you about. This made me think. I did tell T-Bone he might want to look into something like that. He might want to brand his own brand of little pizza cookers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know what that's called, but it's like a brick oven.
Yeah.
That you can slide a pizza in and out of and that kind of thing. But he ought to look. He might want to look into that. He's branded that place so well, and got great pie.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite? Have you changed, or are you still?
I'm on the Oaks.
Still the Oaks.
Oh yeah. Had it Friday.
So, do you get anything different when you go in, or is it going to be the Oaks every time?
I've gotten that meatball sub once. It was delicious. I've had the Oaks cheeseburger a time or two when he's offered that. Good morning, Turbo.
Let's see here. You ever been a hockey fan?
Never.
Can you tell me, does it bore you as much as it bores me?
Couldn't tell you. Never watched it.
I can't. I don't. I mean, only thing I know about it is they like to fight.
I know they have a Game 7 lined up tonight.
That's what I was about to tell you. I did know that. That's just funny because season 3 of The Bear premieres on Thursday. I don't even know what that is. You might like this. The NBA draft is Thursday night in Brooklyn. You ever watch the draft?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Behold the Peloton. The Tour de France begins on Saturday. I'm going to tell you, I've always been amazed at people who ride a bicycle that far, that little bitty seat.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how that thing must feel?
No.
God almighty, man. You'd have to be. Speaking of golf, though, what do you think about them protesters coming out there at Travelers?
What were they protesting?
Climate. And setting off those I'm not talking about the what they were. They had these gas canisters, they were setting off and all this stuff. Anyway, what do you think about that? I mean, aren't there a lot better ways to get your point across than to do something like that?
I don't know. They I saw a little clip of it. They stormed on the green, did they not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 18th.
Yeah.
Like and a lot of them are trying to say that may have caused what's his name to choke and go into that playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you'll like this, DJ. The U.S. Postal Service is releasing a forever stamp honoring the late Jeopardy host Alex Trebek.
Say that again.
The United States Postal Service is releasing a forever stamp honoring the late Jeopardy host Alex Trebek.
He's on the ones and the twos.
He's got going on, don't he?
Sharp.
I'll tell you what, man.
Miss Carol, I will be watching that game tonight. Texas A&M and Tennessee for all the marbles.
Yes.
If college baseball if its champion was determined like college football, Tennessee would already be back-to-back champs.
That's a fact.
They haven't won one yet
Yep.
on the field.
Yep. But they would be.
They've gone in as the number one team 2 years in a row, so we'll see.
Yep. Yes, they
That
have.
will be a great game. The other two games have been.
I'll tell you what. I actually probably like watching college baseball better than the big leagues.
It's good.
I mean, those guys out there getting after it.
Yeah, it's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Be a good game tonight.
So I hadn't had a chance in the daytime to get by there. How does the field look at Municipal Stadium?
Looks great.
Have you had a chance to go out on it? And
I haven't walked on it yet. They said stay off of it for a week and a half.
Yep.
Then they're going to roll it and start cutting it, but it looks great. Much needed.
There you go. Look at there. Tom said he will be. Morning, Tom. Doesn't look like DJ could be more bored.
I'm just kind of sedated in this wagon ride, Fuquay.
I don't think people realize about you, DJ. Maybe you ought to tell them that, like, there's some things that you get fixated on, and when it happens, I mean, you tell me for the rest of the day you're fixated on it.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize that.
Oh, yeah.
What was that one time you said that you got so it lasted for like a week, and it was like you said you finally got to the point you were like, I'm tired of this. And I can't remember what it was. It was something stupid small, too.
I'm sure.
I don't mean like but I mean really small. Like it was something you said you couldn't even believe you didn't think about it. I can't remember what that was. Let's see here. Yeah, Terry Grinstead. That's up and vanished. Fine. Yep. Talked about that. Let's see. Surprised DJ doesn't have a cowboy hat, bolo tie, and spurs. Well, if Macho Man starts playing, you'll probably see him jump up and change into that. So, but look, I know what it is. DJ, y'all, I mean, maybe you ought to tell him again, DJ. You about to embark on a little vacay, and you won't be back until what, Friday?
Well, yeah, but my schedule has changed every day for the last 3 days because of my children's schedule. But yeah, as of right now, it's looking like Friday.
So that's what he's sitting here on G waiting on O. So I'll tell you what, Mark the Shark, let's roll this joker up and we can roll on out of here and get DJ on his way.
I got a couple of things I have to do here in town, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I hope to be gone. I got to get Joey. Got to make contact with Joey first.
But yeah,
I got to have something going on
yeah.
while I'm gone. But then I'll be heading to the coast. Tell you, I saw there's some more folks I think had some trouble with the riptides down in Panama City. Did you see some of that?
I did, but
I think there was
skimmed.
2 or 3 that ended up drowning out there. It's been a tough summer on the coast, man.
It's been a tough summer.
Golly.
Between sharks and riptide, it's tough.
Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, I'm on. Probably spend a lot of time inshore.
I don't. Let me tell you something. If you get up above them ankles, you're crazy right now.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'll make it out there, to be honest with you.
I don't blame you.
I'll take my chances in that swimming pool.
Get the cement pond.
Yeah. Pretty strong swimmer.
Yeah, but hey, I don't care how strong you are.
Yeah.
You are not the apex predator out there.
No. I'm not the apex predator anywhere. I'm yeah. I'm now a bona fide cull.
Except that
Yeah.
a bona fide
Yeah.
goal.
I am. I mean, it is what it is. It's the circle of life.
Morning waves. Let's go, JJ. We got to go.
All right, everybody. Thanks for being in this morning. If you're going to be out and about today, take caution. Going to be a hot one. Heat index is up to 108 here locally. Don't get overexerted. Plenty of water, all that good stuff. Maybe a salt tablet here and there just to keep it pumping. If you have some time to waste tomorrow, get back in here and somebody will be going, I guess.
Somebody will.
So, could be you.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Reach
could
out.
be you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark the Shark, for getting us out. Enjoyed the wagon ride.
Congratulations, Meg Fountain, BMP Player of the Year.
Player of the Year. Well deserved. She earned it on the field. Y'all have a great day.